okay, this is it. This is real. I'm excited. I'm hyped. Okay, it's finally here. The Avatar, The Last Airbender teaser. I gotta admit, I was not a believer. I was never a believer from the beginning because I've been traumatized of teasers, of upcoming things related to Avatar that never followed through. And then when I heard that Netflix was coming out with a live action, I was like, okay, yeah. I'll see it when I believe it. I am tired of getting disappointed. It's like, if I lower my standards, I can't get disappointed, right? But it's here. The teaser is here. The official date of the release of the Avatar is February 22nd. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I am now a believer that this is actually going to happen. I grew up watching Avatar The Last Airbender when it was coming out weekly episodes. It came out in 2005. I was 11, 12. I stayed tuned each week, tuning into each episode, waiting each week, anticipating each episode week by week. And I followed through with Korra, and I've been watching ATLA throughout my life beyond that. I will always go back to it. It's my comfort show. I will forever just keep watching this show. It's been like 17 years since it came out. I'm still watching it now as a 29-year-old, and especially with the live action coming out, I am going to watch the live action. Not sure if it's going to go weekly or if they're going to release all the episodes all at once. Not sure. So leading up to this, I never was interested in the teasers, the character reveals. I didn't care for it because I'm like, sure, you can tease me all you want because I'm tired of getting teased and getting disappointed. Let me see the real thing. And then I'm like, okay, I'll tune in. So I saw glimpses and bits and pieces of the character reveals and how they were going to do it. But I was not paying attention to it at all. I always had low expectations ever since the first fiasco that happened. That shall not be named anymore. We can probably, maybe this Netflix show can make up for that first event that we had to go through. Anyway, after watching this is not my first time watching this trailer. I've definitely watched it a couple of times. Let's go through. I still have some thoughts and some bits and pieces that I would like to comment on and watch with you guys. This is not a reaction type channel. I am more lifestyle. I am personally just a fan of Avatar. This just came out. This is on my mind. Would like to express my thoughts and reactions towards it because I never believed. And it's here. It's here for us. As a person that grew up with this, was prime age for this show, I'm convinced. All right, so it starts out with Sozin's comet attacking the air temple, and we know that because, first of all, let's talk about this beautiful scene, terrible scene that's happening, but this beautiful scene, this cinematic view of the air temple getting attacked, sadly, by the Fire Nation. And I was like, oh, okay, this first part, I was like, oh, they put some time and effort into this. They put some money into it. And the person that's narrating it is General Iroh, voice actor. The voice is on point. Okay, this is like the next best thing, a third best thing besides the original voice actor, and then the second one that came through. Would be the next best thing to be General Iroh. And then the next thing would be like Katara and Sokka first encountering Aang in his iceberg. We see him encapsulated amongst the icebergs, beautifully shot. And then we have a first look at Katara. Katara and Sokka seem appropriately aged in this show, especially Katara. Like, they seem like the right age when they first discovered Aang. And then the next thing that convinced me, like, okay, this is it. This is looking pretty good. Was the first shot of Omashu. I was like, wow, if you look at Omashu, the live action against the cartoon, this is like, okay, this is what it would be like if it were real. I got like chills when I first, I was like, oh, this is looking fantastic. This is looking legit. Our first glimpse of Zuko amongst his soldiers. The first look at Iroh, like I said, so I haven't seen the actors reveal when they were coming out. When I saw General, I was like, oh my god, he is General Iroh. I feel like this actor portraying General Iroh is we're gonna be shedding some tears once that scene comes around, you know what I mean. And the throne room looks like how I would imagine it if it were real life. The throne The throne room looks grand, like how it's supposed to be. I mean, it's called the throne room, so I know this actor that plays Fire Lord Ozai. He's a great actor, and I think he's gonna be a fantastic Fire Lord Ozai. Oh, and this scene, the third scene where I'm like, okay, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be good. Was when I first saw the first look at Suki. Suki looks on point. I look at her, like the makeup. Yes, that is Suki. The Kyoshi warriors, they look legit. See that scene right there, where the Kyoshi warriors are like powerful, and the music on cue makes this whole trailer is intense, and they're definitely doing a good job with teasing, because it fades in and out of black screens. I was like, oh, I want to see more. And then I wasn't sure at first what this was exactly, the Crescent Island. I was like, what is this Crescent Island? It is called the Crescent Island Shrine, dedicated to Avatar Roku. Right there. Like, what is it? Like that line. When General Iron says, always remember who you are, I was like, oh, that's him. Oh, that's him. We see the scene where I think Aang goes into the spirit world, the episode where he goes into the spirit world for the first time. Throughout this trailer, there's a couple of flashbacks, a couple of scenes that are flashbacks, like the scene where he does Agni Kai with his father, Fire Nation attacking the air temple, and then we see a first glimpse of Azula. I mean, when I was watching this trailer, it seems like, okay, this is promising. The only worry I have are the actors and actresses. Like, are they going to be able to deliver? Some of these actors are young. They were most likely not the age to even watch Avatar when it was coming out. Okay, that's fine, but they need to have watched the show over and over again to understand these characters, which I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they did their work. The character that needs to deliver, in my opinion, is Azula. Azula is such a strong presence with a strong personality, who's hard-headed, who's just a very strong-willed character. Azula has to not show weakness, at least for the first couple of, seasons. She has to deliver. She needs to come in with a punch, okay? And if she doesn't, I might be disappointed. These actors have some big shoes to fill. They need to show out. I have high expectations for Azula, but Azula doesn't really come into the first season till like the last episode, so she might just be like a single scene. I don't know, not sure how they're gonna do that. And then we see Aang go into the Avatar state, and he seems calm about it, because in the first couple of seasons he's like really struggling with trying to get his Avatar state, control it, but in that scene he is just calm and he is just going to the Avatar state. So that's probably towards the end of the season. And then we see the soldiers attacking Kyoshi Island, and Appa going off into the distance. See Momo flying in. I like how Momo looks. Momo doesn't look terrifying. Oh, and then they fly off into the distance above the island, which is Kyoshi Island, and we know that because once Appa moves out of the frame, we see the statue of Kyoshi, Avatar Kyoshi. The next part where I'm like, okay, this is it. This is real. I'm excited. I'm hyped. Is the real life depiction of each nation's insignias. I love the insignias so much. I don't know, there's something that gets me so hyped up when I see the insignias, because it really represents, they are a huge representation of each nation. I can rewatch this show so many times, it does not get old. I will always be forever moved by the arcs, the character development. The humor in this doesn't look like it's gonna be that much comedy. Based on the trailer, it seems a little bit more intense, but the cartoon, if you have not seen it, I recommend it wholeheartedly, 100%. You have to watch this. You can enjoy a cartoon as an adult. You just gotta watch the show. It's on Netflix. After you watch the cartoon, watch the live action. You will not be disappointed by the cartoon, 100%. If you have not seen it, please do watch it. It's a wonderful show, wonderful show. And then we end it with the Avatar, The Last Airbender title screen. Oh my god. Hearing the theme music in a fresh, new, dramatic way just brings an influx of emotions, because I've heard this theme song so many times rewatching things, but to hear it in such a new video, that's from Avatar. It just makes me happy to see 17 years later to see a live action of the show. And from watching the trailer, it's going to be something pretty promising. I was so excited for this. So my feels after watching this, I am a believer. It's finally coming out. It's finally happening. I've seen it. I believe it. And as a millennial who grew up watching Avatar, I am looking forward to this. So this is not a reaction YouTube channel. This is just me being a fan and expressing how excited I am for this. I cannot wait to watch the show. If I haven't convinced you, I don't know what to say. At this point, I don't know what to say. Thanks for watching this video. Those are just my reactions, my feelings that I'm feeling right now. I hope to see you next time.